So I forgot to do my intro and outro. We're gonna be doing a pernil, and then I'm gonna do a separate video with the arroz con gandule. So if you guys try this out, let me know down below. Tag me on Instagram, JackieRods105. Let me know what you thought of it. If you guys do it any differently, let me know as well. So let's start. Okay, so I'm gonna prepare my pernil, and I'm squinting down because I already set the camera to face this way. This is not a glamorous video. This is a we got work to do today kind of video. So I have my hair back because I don't want any hair in my food. And these are the things. So you don't need one of these. But if you have one, you could use it. I have here what I'm gonna make my mix with. And I have some sofrito here. It's got a whole bunch of stuff. You can look it up if you want. I have my garlic, which I'm going to be using about a handful. So maybe, I don't know, 12 of them in here. I have a little bit of salt that I'm going to put in so that when I start to smash the garlic, it doesn't jump all over the place. And then I have some oregano. I have some adobo. I have the sazon packets and a little bit of pepper. So that's what I'm going to put in here. This is what I'm going to use when I season my pernil. So I'm not going to do this yet. We're going to come over here and I'm going to show you. Okay, so I already washed my pernil and I used lemon juice. You can use any kind of lemon juice. You can use vinegar. I don't like vinegar because I feel like I can taste it. And while I clean it, I like to scrape the skin, make it nice and smooth. And then, so I already did this part, but I thought I was filming and I wasn't. You're going to slice off the skin and pull it back, which is what you want to do. And then you're going to start to stab your pernil, right? Because all of the stuff that we're going to put in that little concoction of seasoning is what we're going to put in here. And you want it big enough that your finger fits in it, because you're going to want to stick it inside the pernil. So you just stab it, and you want to make sure that you stab it but it doesn't go through, you know, just like on the top, you know. And then you would turn it over. And then you'll do the same. So this is a 12-pound pernil. You can get as big as you want, as small as you want, but depending on how many people. Normally I would get 2 because, you know, I have a lot of people come over for the holidays, but because of COVID, it's gonna be a whole lot less than that. So I'm only going to do 1 pernil, and you might end up with leftovers, but these are great the next day, like in a sandwich, kind of like a Cuban sandwich, or just heat it up with rice and whatnot. So you're going to stab it up everywhere that you could stick some seasoning into is what you want to do, right? Okay, so now we're going to make our little seasoning to put in here. I already have the tray that I'm going to use. So once I mix everything, I'm going to, actually, let me just put it in there. And you want to wipe these down when you get them from the store, because, you know, you just don't know what's been on. So okay. So you want to make sure that your pernil has enough space, because it will expand a little. It's going to release a lot of the juices, which you're going to be using to baste. You don't want it to be tight in there where the sides aren't cooking right or whatever. You want it loose enough for it to cook perfect. I'm gonna take my pilon. I'm gonna use this spoon. I'm gonna start with the garlic, and let me put in the salt so that it doesn't jump. And you don't need a lot, you just need enough so that, you know, it's not gonna jump once you start hitting it. So 9, about 15, give or take. I like garlic, so we'll do another 2 more. Then you're gonna take this, you're gonna cover it with your hands, and you're just gonna start that's how it's going. Now I'm gonna leave it like that because when I start to stick it into the pernil, as it cooks, it's gonna break down and you're eventually not gonna taste nothing. So I'm gonna take one, 2, 3. So 3 big spoons, which is about like that. Now, as you start to put it on, you can remake this. We're gonna do a little bit of pepper, and not much because the sofrito has all of this, so you don't really need all that, but just a tad. Bit of oregano. We're gonna do 2 packets of sazon. Because of the weight of the pernil, you know, you have to season to taste because it's a big piece of meat. Sazon. And then we're just gonna mix it all. Okay. Okay, so this is done. Now I'm gonna put my pernil here. Right. So I'm gonna start with the inside. So I'm flipping this back and I'm gonna put that there. Now you can wear gloves if you want. I don't really use gloves. All of these that you stab is what you want to stick in the hole. The big chunks of garlic that you have, you're gonna put that in there. You're gonna massage your meat because you want everything to season. And you want to do it in the tray because anything that falls off the tray, once this releases its juices, you're gonna wanna, you know, scoop up and put back over. You know what I mean? And you want to get as much as you can in the little slots because that's going to penetrate down into the meat. Turn it over again. And then you want to use every last drop of what you did. Every last drop of what you did. Alright, I'm going to put in here, put some back here, here, right, here, okay. Okay, so that is seasoned, and let me wash my hands. I hate to open up a new aluminum because the way they package, it like breaks, and I don't like that first layer of stickiness. So this isn't wide enough for here, so we're gonna do it double. And I'm gonna put it this way. So you want to do it the night before or even 2 nights before, because you want the flavors and the seasonings to marinate and penetrate your pernil. So I'm going to put this in the fridge, and then we'll be back tomorrow at 3 a.m. So it's 4 a.m. I took it out of the fridge, and I'm going to let it sit for about an hour so that it can get to room temperature before I put it into the oven. So I'll be back in 1 hour. So it's been an hour. I'm gonna turn this on. We're gonna turn it on for 2 hours. But what I wanna do is I'm gonna add this bit of water into it so that when the pernil starts to drip, it doesn't burn on the bottom. It has some kind of
liquid on the bottom before it starts to collect all the juices. Just like that. And then you're gonna keep it covered for the 2 hours. Okay, so I lowered it to 350, and you have to be careful taking the aluminum because the skin can get stuck to it. So this is how it looks, and as you can see, it released a lot of juices. So you're just gonna baste it carefully because it's very hot. And the juices is all the seasoning that you have put on originally. So you're just gonna take your time, put it on very carefully because you don't want to get burnt. Okay, now you're gonna leave it in, and you're gonna, every 30 minutes, I'm gonna baste it. Okay, that's looking good. So this is the second base. The first one I didn't film because you didn't really see any change in the meat color. So this is what you're gonna do for the next few hours. And then that goes in another 30-40 minutes. We'll do it again. And as you can see, it's falling apart. So this part is still soft. This is good. This is that piece. I'm gonna put it in another few minutes and it's done.